Hey guys, cylinder gap and you. What is cylinder gap? Well, if you have a revolver, cylinder gap is the amount of air or the amount of space you have between the forcing cone and the front wall of the cylinder. Okay? Why is this important? Well, a forcing cone is actually part of the barrel, okay? And it is responsible for helping the bullet engage the rifling properly when you shoot a revolver. Having it the right size is important because if it's too narrow, then the gun will get hung up when it gets warm, and if it's too wide, you lose velocity, okay, because you have more gases escaping out of the gap, okay, instead of being directed down the barrel. On a short, a little snubby revolver, velocity's not going to be huge anyway, so losing a little velocity is not going to matter really one way or the other, to be honest. But here's the thing. This is a Rossi revolver, and this is a brand new revolver. Well, it was until I got my hands on it. And what happens is that Rossi, it's actually Taurus now, but according to Taurus, if the cylinder gap is 2 to 3 1/1000ths of an inch, that's a decimal point, 2 zeros, and then a number 2 or a number 3, 0.002, 0.003. It's considered in spec from Taurus if the cylinder gap is 2 to 3 1/1000ths of an inch. To put that into some kind of perspective, a sheet of plain white copy paper is approximately 3 1/1000ths of an inch wide. That is too narrow for cylinder gap. What happens is as you shoot this gun and it heats up, it does expand by just a fraction of an inch, but it's enough that as the gun heats up, okay, the cylinder won't cycle properly. Okay, so what'll happen is as you go through like this, it gets bound up and then it won't continue cycling. Now the way to fix this, it's actually a really easy fix, but what you're looking for is anywhere between 5 1/1000ths of an inch and 8 1/1000ths of an inch, and the sweet spot being, in my opinion, about 6 1/1000ths of an inch. Now this can be accomplished with, there's a lot of ways to do this, and I'm not going to go into recutting a forcing cone with the right angle and stuff because the gun doesn't need it. But the way I do these is I use these. And these are Easy Lap Diamond Hone and Stone from Brownells. A set of these 3 will cost you just shy of $30, I think, 25 bucks, plus Brownells outrageous shipping, so you're going to spend over 30 bucks. But they're useful for more than just what we're going to do tonight. And a level, a magnetic level, and a bench vise. I've already done this job, okay? I've already done this thing. The gun is out for sale, okay? But I'm going to kind of mock it up again and show you what I did. And this is not the only way to do this, okay? My way is not the be-all, end-all. However, it is an extraordinarily easy thing to do. It's not technically difficult. It doesn't require a whole bunch of specialty tools. I mean, these hones, these diamond hone and stones, excuse me, are useful for a lot more than just what we're doing tonight. But that's why I use them, okay? And honestly, that's the only thing I ever use them for. But there's all sorts of different things you can do with these. So I'm going to reset the camera up, and when we come back, you're not going to have to look at my ugly mug. You're going to be looking at the gun in the vise. See you in a minute. Okay, now, as you can see, the gun is in the vise. The reason for the level, the magnetic level, is so you can make sure that you are level. Okay? Now, this is important, especially with the forcing cone, because you want to make sure that you are being perfectly perpendicular. Okay? You want to be a 90-degree angle. Okay? So you want to make sure you're as close to level as possible. Now, what I do, these Easy Lap honing stones, they come in 3 different grits. You got coarse, which is the black one, medium, which is purple, fine, which is red. And what I do is, starting with the coarse, make sure that I'm perfectly flat, perpendicular, 90-degree angle, okay? And I give it about 4 swipes, and I let the weight of the plastic itself do the job. You don't bear down on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I switch to medium. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I switch to fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I give it a quick bath with whatever solvent, cleaning solution, whatever you want to use, because you are taking metal off, and so you don't want those shavings getting in and gumming up the action. And then you shoot it, okay? And you're going to do this as many times as it takes to get it right, because like I've said many times before, it's really easy to take more material off, but it's really hard to put that material back if you take too much. Okay, so you're going to do it as many times as necessary. Okay, 4 passes with each grade. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it a quick clean just to brush away any shavings, and then shoot it. And what's going to happen, what I do is I shoot it until it locks up. Okay, usually, especially on a snubby like this, within, honestly, 2 cylinders, within 12 rounds, because this is a 6-shot. So within 12 rounds, if it's going to get bound up, it does it. Okay, so if it binds up, I put it back in the vise, level it, get the stones out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rinse and repeat, and do that until it doesn't bind up anymore. Okay, and it's that simple. Okay, this is probably one of the easiest jobs on the planet to do, and I know there's other ways of doing it, but this is the way that I've kind of figured out to do it, and it always works. And it's really hard to take more than you have to off. It's not easy to do that if you do it this way. You take off little increments at a time, you check it. If it's not functioning properly, you take off little increments at a time, and you check it again, and that's it. You take off the bare minimum, because you do want to maintain a tight enough fit to where you don't have a bunch of gases escaping. Okay, and then when everything's said and done, obviously you want to make sure you clean it. Okay, and then it's going to be nice and butter smooth. Well, as smooth as a Brazilian copy of a Smith & Wesson can be. Okay, so, whoa, you weren't expecting that, were you? So that's really it for tonight. Quick, easy, painless video. People were asking for stuff about this. There was a post on Reddit in our GunTortureTests specifically about cylinder gap, and as luck would have it, I had a gun in the shop that needed work done. So that's it. Let's see. On this coming Sunday, July the 8th, it's going to be the 8th, down at Oil Capital in Broken Arrow / Coweta is another club match, another IDPA club match. I'll be down there shooting, and if you're in the area and you want to come out and shoot IDPA, then this is as good a chance as any. It's $12 to enter. It's $10 if you're a member of Oil Capital, but then again, if you're a member of Oil Capital, then you already know about the match, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know tonight. If you want more information, feel free to shoot me an email through my website, and I will forward you the specifics and directions and stuff. And if not, just keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Next week will be, I think, a continuation in my Your Gun, Your Responsibility series. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Rich from GunTortureTests.com.